Hey, what is going on to the Shiba Inu army and to the Shiba Inu family? Because in this video, we have a lot to discuss. Let's not waste too much time with the introduction. I first want to quickly say that many people are worrying right now, but let me just say this has happened many times. Manipulation is a real thing and it does happen with a lot of equities, but now we are seeing it with the cryptocurrency space because yes, it did happen with AMC going all the way up, and it actually has a very similar chart. I'm going to point out all these key details in parallelism. So basically, right over here, we have the same exact concept. Shiba Inu basically went to this point right here, or mimicked this type of chart pattern. Then it ended up breaking out this chart pattern. Then this is obviously the AMC equity. Then it decides to go back down in share price. Or in this case, it seems like this is going to be the case with the Shiba Inu coin, because right over here we have the breakout, and then we have the exact same pattern. These stock charts, they are crucial because they do follow each other sometimes, and this is where we could draw those parallelisms. But it's also where a lot of us can kind of calm down, because yes, while manipulation does happen from time to time, we can start to calm down because now we know that it has happened once before and it does happen once again, where the stock tries to get and rebound from the lowest point, which we have already started to happen, right? These are the type of red candles that we want to see. Obviously, with the Shiba Inu candle right over here, I'm on the 1 year, 1 day chart. I'm not on just the 1 minute, 1 day chart, because that would just be too crazy, right? We are already starting to see a bottoming of the stock chart, but this is again just on the 1 minute time frame. We have no clue if this will decide to stay, right? Because we have no idea, no indication of any sort of resiliency just yet. Let's go back onto the 1 day, 1 year chart. And so over here, so we have already broken resistance number 1. And as we just saw from the AMC chart, which was heavily manipulated, okay, it wasn't just AMC, it was also GameStop and stocks like Bed Bath & Beyond, which are well over way up right now. Okay, so over here, the breakout of the resistance point right over here, then it decides to fall. And remember guys, let's just go very quickly back to AMC, right? So let's continue to draw this resistance point. So resistance number 1, we end up breaking that. Perfect. And then we decide to completely break out. Then it decides to go back down. And while it did not go back down to the exact same resistance level, right? AMC didn't go that far down. It didn't go from $72 all the way to $20. We see that Shiba coin, or ticker symbol SHIB, right over here, did go a little bit below. But remember how I just said this is the candle wick, not the actual candlestick. Those are two completely different concepts with the candlestick patterns. And so because this was the wick, this shows us that there was enough demand to sustain the top of the candlestick, which means that yeah, Shiba Inu coin, this candle right here, it did start over here and then it decided to go up, then decides to go back down, but it ended up closing on the 1 day time frame all the way back up above this resistance line, very similar to the AMC stock chart. And so from here, we can create a lot of different ideas for what can happen. Idea number 1 is that Shiba Inu, because we do not have a confirming candle confirming that Shiba Inu is below this resistance level, or below the support level now, I must say, because now this is acting as a support, we can say that Shiba Inu could possibly go up because we have not broken this line confirmation yet, right? However, a lot of others, they're waiting for Shiba Inu to break this level. I know so many people are deciding to say all over that they are now going to be selling Shiba Inu, and those are called short sellers. When they decide to sell, and that's how they're going to end up making their capital back. So usually people, they would decide to buy a stock and they would decide to ride it out, and then that is how they would make their capital back. However, in this instance, they decide to sell or short sell, and as the price of the cryptocurrency coin decides to fall down, that is how they decide to make their capital back. And so if it decides to break this line, then more people are going to start pouring in, and then I think that will exacerbate how much selling is going to be happening with this one coin. And that is just that because this is again used to be the resistance level right over here, and now it is the support level. However, because that has not happened yet, there's also another scenario, and I just ended up stating it right over here. So we could end up going right over here, and then we would decide to have a bounce falling right after. And so this bounce, honestly, with Elon Musk, with a lot of these cryptocurrency holders, and with the cryptocurrency bull market right now, just the sentiment in general, everyone, it is definitely possible, and that is why manipulation, yes, it does happen. And I'm not 100% pointing this all out to manipulation, okay? Some people, they just decide to liquidate their position because they said, wait a minute, we are up well over 500%, we are well up over 300%, and they want to start taking out their profits. Taking out profits is just part of the game. And so because of that, you have also the manipulation, you have people deciding to take out their profits because they are up well over 100, 200, 300, 400, 1,000%, and so that is what they're going to do. And so this first level that we could have identified would be right over here, this support level right over here. And so Because the support level was broken, then we go on to the next support level, which, yes, we are right about that right now. So that would mean, again, one of two things. Either we break and we continue, and then if we continue, I will identify that next line that we will probably go to as a support. But until we go there, remember, the next level would be we decide to have a bounce from this support level, and we decide to start curling up slowly but surely, or honestly, even very quickly, because again, we do have people like Elon Musk. Yes, he did say that he is not invested in Shiba Inu Coin, but again, why would he be tweeting about it so much? I'm not stating anything, but these are just a lot of inferences that are going around right now, because why would he be tweeting so much about it, right? And so also you have many other people investing in cryptocurrency right now. I'm pretty sure many people will be deciding to take advantage of this dip because Dogecoin, yes, it decided to have a lot of resiliency. AMC stock, yes, it decided to have a lot of resiliency despite all the manipulation. GameStop, Bed Bath & Beyond. Let's go ahead and decide to check out the Bed Bath & Beyond stock right now. And so over here, this is not a crypto, this is an equity. So exactly, everyone. We go all the way from $13 a share and all the way now. It was had a high yesterday of $26 a share. Absolutely phenomenal. So this is just what happens. And as you guys can see very quickly before we go back to the Shiba Inu chart, this is exactly what happens. We go all the way up. We break multiple resistance levels, right? We break, and then we decide to go back up, and then it decides to go back down, and then it even falls below, right? This would actually be the worst case possible. And then there was even more selling, and it had an immediate gap down. This is when the price starts exacerbating and it gets even worse. So much selling pressure is just there. It's evident, it's present, it's just there. But then you have one news. It takes just one news for an equity, a cryptocurrency coin, to go and absolutely explode. And this news was the repurchasing program, the 3-year repurchasing program that ended up costing, I believe, billions upon billions of dollars, and it just doubled in an instant in one day after hours trading. So over here, Shiba Inu Coin, we're not talking about Bed Bath & Beyond, we're talking about Shiba. So this is just, again, the techno analysis trade-off that could happen. If you guys were also wondering what else happened, like why did this happen? It wasn't just this breaking of a support level, but it was also this catalyst. And now we are going to be talking about the fundamental catalyst that caused the Shiba Inu coin to also decide to sell off extremely, right? And very suddenly. And also, if you guys would like to see more catalyst news versus techno analysis news, let me know in the comment section below. I'm not exactly sure which type of valuations you guys like, so if you guys want to talk more about the fundamentals and news, let me know in the comments. And if you guys like to hear more about techno analysis trading, let me also know. So over here, we have an actual fundamental news, and it states that Shiba Inu Army is outraged as Kraken fails to list the Shiba Inu coin despite promises. So many were waiting for this catalyst because if it got on a new trading platform, then that would indicate there would be that much more buying pressure. There would be so many more people deciding to buy Shiba Inu coin, but that did not happen. And so it is definitely understandable why these Shiba Inu holders, they are upset. And on top of that, there are many people taking out their profits now. Many are also stating that this will not be permanent, right? People would take advantage of this dip buying opportunity, and so therefore they would decide to buy back. So what happened? In a tweet on Monday, the United States-based crypto exchange Kraken promised to list Shiba Inu on November 2nd if it managed to get 2,000 likes on the tweet. So this was a tweet exactly. This is a quote. Said, if we get 2,000 likes, we will list Shiba Inu tomorrow. But he doesn't think we can do it. Hashtag Shiba Army, where are you at? And again, on the Twitter platform, November 1st of 2021, this was stated. Well, then here we go, because if we go a little bit more down, it says that on Wednesday, the exchange confirmed that it would not be, in fact, listing Shiba Inu on account of having more work to do in its listing review process. Well, based on this line right here, I didn't end up reading this before. I just ended up finding out this news. Well, if this is actually the case, just reading this by line, just explicitly, I do believe, I'm not really sure why many are actually worried about this, right? Why is this such a big deal? This actually seems more of an overreaction because it's not necessarily stating that they will not accept Shiba Inu at all, but rather it's just saying that we have more work to do. So this is obviously implicit, right? All of this is being implied because we have no idea what they're actually going to be doing. So it's not confirmed, right? It's not confirmed that they would not be not accepting it at all. It's just saying that we have more work to do. So I'm not exactly sure why many are taking this as complete negative sentiment, but I understand that many were waiting on this catalyst. So Shiba Inu Army, we have heard you loud and clear. This community is an important part of our considerations for all listings, and you have clearly shown your support. There's more work for us to do as we move through our listing review process. So again, it just seems like they're having their listing review process. It's not that easy to just list a coin in one instant. So I actually would not be surprised to see if Kraken decides to list Shiba Inu just later on, right? Not instantly, possibly just in a few more weeks or in a few more months, whatever the amount of time it takes to list one of these coins on their platforms. And so ultimately, this paragraph just states what we were saying this entire time. The Shiba Inu supporters were outraged at the exchange because they decided to reverse their decision to list their cryptocurrency cryptocurrency coin. Now here's where it gets even worse, because users are now claiming that the false promises would hurt Kraken's credibility as a crypto exchange, with some users deciding to move their funds over to Coinbase as a result of Kraken's action. Now let's go ahead and talk more about the price. So the price action, well, Shiba Inu dropped 20.21% in the last 24 hours after a large holding moved 40 trillion tokens across the blockchain. At publication Thursday morning, Shiba Inu was trading with a volume of 8.8 billion. It now ranks 11th in terms of market cap. Absolutely phenomenal, everyone. Again, I'm not sure why many are worried about this one coin when we are ranked number 11th in terms of market cap, falling below its rival Dogecoin, which is currently 9th in the spot with a market cap of 34 billion. Guys, let me know in the comment section what you guys think. I've stated my opinions many times, and I'm pretty sure many of you guys can understand what I'm trying to say. I'm basically stating that I don't know why many are worried, right? If people decide to continue to buy the dip, if they choose to, right? Because some people, they don't need to buy the dip. They decide to buy in early, and now they're just waiting. They have no need to start to stress out about the decrease, the short-term decrease, or at least that's what it seems right now, the temporary decrease in price for the Shiba Inu coin. Nonetheless, I believe that Shiba Inu, because it has a lot of resiliency, I don't think that this movement, I don't think that this whole community is just going to collapse in one day, or at least that's my opinions. I'm not a financial advisor, but let me know in the comment section, are you guys selling Shiba Inu, or are you going to buy more and take advantage of this dip? Let me know in the comment section, and thanks again for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.